This week on Machinery Pete TV, the Tim and Linda Stegbauer retirement auction featured a John Deere 8285R that proved the continued strength in that market. This 1970 4020 is rigged for a particular job. And Pete looks at the busy month of used tractor sales in Canada.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV. If you love John Deere tractors, you're welcome. You're going to like today's episode. We're in Fayetteville, Ohio for the retirement auction for Tim and Linda Stegbauer. Beautiful line of equipment, including a John Deere 8285R 13 model, just over 1,200 hours on it. We're going to have some fun today.
But first, we got to go back to the studio and get the latest farm equipment news.
All right, thanks, Pete. I'm Clinton Griffiths. More evidence the nation's milk supply is safe after avian flu genetic material was found in grocery store milk. The FDA confirming in its first preliminary results that traditional pasteurization is killing the virus. A lab taking the genetic material found in the milk, culturing it in live eggs to ensure it didn't regrow, and it didn't. FDA also says it tested several samples of retailed powdered infant formula, and all of those results were negative. Now, as a precaution, health officials are also testing ground beef and conducting studies on the cooking temperature's impact on the virus. USDA releasing its latest crop progress report on Monday and now says 27% of the nation's corn crop is in the ground. That's 5% ahead of the 5-year average. All the key growing states now reporting some corn planting is underway. Pennsylvania has seen the slowest start with just 2% planted. Missouri now 63% planted. That's 23% ahead of average. For soybeans, 18% is now in the ground. That's 8% ahead of the 5-year average. And it hasn't started yet in North Dakota, but planting is running ahead in many places, including Missouri, Arkansas, and Iowa. An outbreak of tornadoes and severe weather cutting across the plains this week. Pork producers in Oklahoma are helping out those hit hard by keeping people fed. Now check this out. The Oklahoma Pork Council holding Operation Barbecue Relief in Sulphur. That's an area that was hit by an EF3 tornado. Volunteers there serving up 800 free pork meals. And they also served up a free lunch in Holdenville, Oklahoma, which also was heavily impacted by a tornado, along with Marietta. Some good news about prices at the pump. Analysts say they may have hit their peak for the season and possibly the year. The national average for a gallon is $3.66. That's according to AAA. Analysts say fuel costs could continue falling over the next few weeks due to the end of spiking oil prices and record-setting crude production here in the U.S. And something new for cheese lovers in the Philadelphia area. It's a 24/7 cheese vending machine. It's courtesy of the fine folks at Perrystead Dairy in the Kensington neighborhood. It's serving fresh cheese and fancy meats at all hours of the day. Now let's check on some recent auctions from around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey, stay tuned folks, coming up, we're going places. We got a beautiful John Deere 5055E, two-wheel drive, only 745 hours on it.
LST Group, we are committed to providing exceptional service across all modes of transportation. If you're shipping machinery across the state or across the country, trust LST Group to handle it with precision and care. Our expanded network ensures your shipments will reach their destinations swiftly and securely. Discover the LST Group difference and experience the epitome of excellence in transportation services. To request a quote, call 844-622-6209.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment. Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the power of foam near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Hey folks, I'm here with owners and sellers Tim and Linda Stegbauer. And guys, when I saw your sale bill on the Wendt Group website, I was going through a bunch of sales and that one made me stop because it was your picture of your line of tractors made me think it's about time I come back to Ohio. So a beautiful line of equipment you guys here. How have you been feeling leading up to sale day?
Good, a little apprehensive right now. You know, you always second guess it after you make the decision, but I think we'll be all right.
And you guys, you're retiring?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And had you had this plan, Linda, this timing set out for a long time, or did it just kind of develop recently, or?
Probably about the last 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, we, after Dad died, we decided life's too short. Time to enjoy it while we still have our health, so.
Every day is a gift, right?
That's the plan, yes. Yeah.
Well, your equipment, as we walk around and get up close to it, we've had other folks say the same thing, and the Wendt Group guys were telling me too, that people have been commenting on how just detail-oriented and the care you've given it. Over the years, it's obviously been a big part of your guys' operation, the care you've given it. Can you tell us about it a little bit?
Well, we when crop season was over, and we cleaned everything up before we would put it away. And if you take good care of your machinery, in the end, it'll take good care of you. So that's what we've always banked on. So. We're a little OCD, but there's nothing wrong with that.
So emotionally now, as you guys come up on sale day here, good? How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
Excited?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's a celebration of your farming career.
Correct, yeah.
So now, Machinery Pete TV, we like to ask probing questions on a lot of different fronts, but what is the secret, 39 years of marriage, guys, to a successful, we have a lot of young viewers out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's been the secret? I'll start with Tim here.
Listen and keep your head down.
Kind of like that. Are you sure you're not a Minnesotan, Tim? How about you, Linda? What's the secret to a happy marriage?
Patience.
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 All right, folks, the average auction price on the last 10 John Deere 6130Ds I've seen sold is $53,516, but I tell you, not an average one we got on today's auction. This thing's only got 837 hours selling with a loader.
You're going to get 45 of them, 5 down, $50,000 on 8 of them, going to get 50,000. You're going to get 45 down, 50 down, 5. You're going to get 55 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, going to get 55,000. On to 50 down, 5. You're going to get 55 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, 55 down, 60,000. On to 60 down, 5. You're going to get 5 of them, 5. You're out on line. You're going to get 5 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, going to get 65, 70. You're going to get 70,000 down, 5. You're going to get 75 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, going to get 75,000. You're going to get 75 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, going to get 75,000. You wait a minute on up. You're going to get 70 down, 5. You're going to get 75 of them, 5 of them, going to get 5 of them, going to get 75. You're going to do that. You're going to get 70 down, 2. You're going to get 2 of them, going to get 2 of them, going to get 72,000. You're going to get 2 of them, going to get 2 of them. Nick's got the bid, 70, 72. You're going to get 72 of them, going to get 2, going to get 2 of them, going to get 2 of them. What do you say online? You were not in. You're going to get 72 of them, going to get 72, 72 to bid on them, and I sold $70,000, sir. Buyer 62. Bidder number 62.
Well, folks, last year I saw a ton of John Deere 50, 55Es hit the auction market, 127 to be exact. So not surprisingly, The average auction price did slip 12.1% down to $23,532. Now in today's auction, a very nice two-wheel drive model, only 745 hours on it.
14, you look at 14, you look at 15, you look at 16,000. You look at 15, you look at 16, $17,000, 20, you look at 18, you look at 18,000. You look at 17, you look at 18, you look at great little auger tractor. You look at 17, 18, you look at 18, you look at 18,000. You look at 18, you look at 18, you look at 17, 5, 18, now 5. You look at 5, you're out online. You look at 5, look at 18, 500. You look at 5, look at 18, look at 5, $18,000 down 5. You look at 5, look at 5, everybody else. You look at 18,500 bid on them and I sold to you 18,000. 131. 131.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
You look at 19, you look at 19, you look at 19, you look at $19,000 trying to look at 19, everybody else 19,000 said no, sold 18,500. 25,000, you look at 25, and everybody else, you look at 25 to bid on them and I sold them to you 24,750 and and now on. You look at 31, you look at 31, you look at 5, now 2. You look at 32, you look at 32,000. You look at 32, you look at $32,000 on them and I sold them to you 31,500 gone. You look at 87, 88, you look at 7, look at 50, you look at $88,000 on them, you look at 50, you look at everybody else 88,000, 88 on them and I sold $87,000 KC.
Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Hey folks, I'm here with Nick Cummings with the Wendt Group, and Nick, when I saw the picture of that line of tractors, I had to reach out to you guys because wow, this is quite a sale.
Yeah, you know, I've been in the auction business about 25 years, and Tim Stegbauer and his family. I mean, this is one of them that there's not much to say about it. I mean, it's beautiful. It speaks for itself and his character and who he is and his family. I mean, it's a great opportunity for our company to be here.
Well, Nick, it's always a joy to watch you do your thing in the ring. Just fantastic. Oh. What do you enjoy most about the auction business?
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, and I love to talk about this to auction schools, because everybody thinks that when you go to an auction school, you have to be the guy that does the bid calling. And the thing about it is I've been in the auction business and for 25 years, and you know, I can bid call, and I do have an auctioneer's license, but my role has always been working with the people, the public, the sellers. You know, the call comes in to Kevin or to whoever, and I come out and you go through the plan with them. You go through the day-to-day of what it's going to look like. You know, auction day is the fun day, you know, but there's so much that goes into this, the whole planning of it and the business aspect of it. And so for me, you know, I'm always dealing with, you know, equipment dealers. I'm dealing with a lot of farmers that I know throughout the United States and bidding for them and representing them because they can't come. And so it's lots of years of relationships that basically that's what I do, is nurture those relationships and work through those and be able to deal with that.
I was going to say, if you had a Rolodex, Nick, your Rolodex of contacts would be very large at this point, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Welcome back to Tractor Tales, folks. This week we're going to check in with a John Deere enthusiast who made some modifications to his 4020.
Okay, this is a 1970 4020. It's got 7,100 and some odd hours on it. I'm the third owner of it. And the only thing I've really ever done to it is clutches, a couple clutches in it. Never had any trouble with the transmission or hydraulics or anything. And put this driver on it in probably in the 90s. And then we put a post puller on the back of it about that same time. Them tires are on the back, original tires when I bought it in '86. They aren't totally wore out yet, so I do have duals for it, but I don't use them for farm work anymore, other than if you get on a steep side hill, you might need duals. I bought it at an auction that some people had to get rid of it. So, and I was told, go get that tractor. And so when I got down there, they had taken some stuff off it, and I didn't identify it. And then when I got down there, he said, it's got to be down there. And it got a ding in the hood, and I goes, yeah. He said, it's got a narrow front. And he said, no, it had a wide front. Well, they took the wide front off, and they took the 3-point hitch arms off to make more money. So anyhow, I bought it at that time. You know, they didn't recognize it because he said a wide front 70, 40, 20. About none of it's original on it. Like this here part, I added that on it because you want to pound over a fence without taking the fence apart. I mean, it comes with that little one, and I put that big one on so you could reach over a post and pound them. You don't have to go on the outside to pound. These 40-20s are not set up to run a lot of hydraulics, so what I did was run a pump off that PTO underneath the tractor. There's a hydraulic pump underneath there because the tractor itself will not run that driver. Steering's a little bit better, and the shift's a little easier, and the seat's a whole lot better. I'm a John Deere guy.
Hey, hang in there with us, folks. Coming up, our feature item on the auction today. A feature for a reason. A ton of interest in this tractor, a John Deere 8285R. It's only got 1,225 hours on it.
The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain on stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
All right, folks, if we talk John Deere 8285Rs, the 7 highest auction prices I've ever seen have all come in the past 2.5 years since August of 21. In fact, 8 of the 9 highest. Now today we got a sweet one here with only 1,225 hours.
I'm gonna get 10 now, 20. Hey, you're gonna get, I'm gonna get 20 now, 30. You're gonna get 30 by the tire. You're gonna get 130. Hey, you're gonna get 30 now, 40 now, 50. You're gonna get 50, 60. You're gonna get 160,000. Hey, you're gonna get, I'm gonna get 60, 70. You're gonna get, I'm gonna get 70. You're gonna get 170 now, 80. Hey, you're gonna get $180,000, 20. You're gonna get 50. You're gonna get 180,000. You're gonna get 170 now, 180. And now 190 now, 2. You're gonna get $200,000 now, 10. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get 210. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get 210,000. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get 202, 205, and now 207. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 207,000. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 207. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 207,000. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna don't let me miss you now. 10, 210. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get 212. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 7. You're gonna get now 215. You're gonna get 217. You're gonna get 270. You're gonna get 17, 20. You're gonna get 220. You're gonna get $220,000. 20. You're gonna get 220, 222. You're gonna get 222, 225. You're gonna get 25. You're gonna get 5. You're gonna get 225. You're gonna get 25. You're gonna get 5. You're gonna get 225,000. Give 225. You're gonna get 2. You're gonna get 25. 223, 224, 225, and 226, 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna tell him it's cheaper than buying show pigs, Nick. Give 227. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna yes or no? I'm gonna go. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227. You're gonna get 70. You're gonna get 227 on them, and I said no. So $226,000. Bidder number 54. Thank you, folks. Bidder number 54.
Well, folks, that was some good old time in-person auction bidding there. Very intense. The winning bidder actually came up to me right afterwards and said, "Hey Pete, how did I do? $226,000 on the 8285R 13 model, and it has 1,225 hours. I think you did pretty well there, considering how hard it is to find a tractor this nice, and that's the 4th highest price I've ever seen."
Well, folks, our busiest auction month here in the U.S. I've always thought is March. Now, our good friends up north across the border in Canada, they're a month behind us. April, it's always been their busiest month of auctions. I tell you what, they've had some amazing sales here April of 2024, particularly good used tractors selling very well. Now, let me show you 3 examples. Let's start off with a sale April 9th in Alvinston, Ontario. This 2004 John Deere 8220, 2,316 hours on it. Sold for $141,713 when converted into U.S. funds. And folks, that's the 2nd highest auction price ever on a John Deere 8220. And that sale was by Sunrise Equipment Auctions. Now, more recently, let's hop up to a sale April 20th up near Orangeville, Ontario, a farm auction where this John Deere 7710, very nice condition, 2,485 hours on it. Sold for $115,774 U.S. And that actually is an all-time record high auction price on a 7710. The previous record was $112,000 on a sale in Lenox, South Dakota back about Thanksgiving time, November of 22. And I'll leave you with this one, folks, an Alice Chalmers 8050. Now this sold on an April 23rd consignment auction in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Had only 1,995 hours on it and sold for $30,295 U.S., and that is the 6th highest auction price ever on an Alice 8050.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us, Machinery Pete TV today. Fayetteville, Ohio, Farm Retirement Auction. Tim and Linda Stegbauer, great fun to be your beautiful line of machinery. I tell you, I always love coming back to Ohio, and I will leave you, if you're from Ohio, southern part of Ohio, I'll leave you with one Machinery Pete tip. If you need surgery in the Wilmington, Ohio area, Clinton Medical Group, my son-in-law, Daniel Fote, is a general surgeon. So if you need a knee, a hip, or a shoulder, you go in, ask for Dr. Fote, and tell him Machinery Pete sent you.